Today I want to discuss on the topic buying an apartment. We have been getting a lot of questions in regard to this matter, and today I want to give you a few tips that you ought to consider if you are thinking of purchasing an apartment. The first question that you need to address is, are you buying for your own living, call it settlement, or are you buying for investment? On these two scenarios, most banks define houses or apartments below 10.5 million under what we call affordable homes. So this one an advantage on low interest rates if you are buying through a financial institution. If you are buying through cash, you have an advantage in terms of negotiating power. Then the question is, do you need a ready unit or you want to buy off plan? On this issue of off plan, in most cases, banks do not finance. For this one, banks do not finance. So the only option that you have on this, in most cases, is through cash or installment payment. For the ready units, this one, the banks can finance. Also, cash has an advantage because you have a good negotiating power. Good negotiating power. Okay. If you are buying a unit through bank, in most cases the duration will take you around 3 to 6 months. Although the banks, of course, they want to clock you in the process. So in most cases watakwambia hata mwezi moja pesa itakuwa iko through. But if you follow the process mpaka kutransfer units na kila kitu, it will take you another 6 months. I think that you have also to be aware about is what we call sectional titles. Nowadays, for each unit of an apartment, they have their own title deeds. So you need to be aware on these, and also it comes with some cost. Now back to the issue of investment. When it comes to investment, there are 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1 is you buy for you to sell when the units are ready. This is what we call capital appreciation. Case number 2 is you buy to rent it out. And on these scenarios, we have you rent it unfurnished or you rent it furnished. The kind of an apartment that we purchase, not every apartment is ideal to be rented out furnished. However, most apartments can be rented out unfurnished. So when it comes to renting it out furnished, there are a couple of parameters, or rather there are a couple of considerations that you ought to check when you are purchasing an apartment for furnished purpose. So this one, you have to be very keen on the location. You have to be keen on the amenities. In future, I'll give you a brief you on exactly what you need to address if you are buying an apartment to rent it out as furnished. Now on the issue of capital appreciation. What is capital appreciation? Because I think this is a new term in our video. Capital appreciation is during the process of constructing an apartment, we have what we call off-plan stage, and then we have the stage where the units are ready. This is the duration, this is the time that it takes. Most projects takes about 2 to 3 years. Let it put, at this case, 2 years. For an apartment, not every off-plan project will give you what we call a good capital appreciation. This one, I'll make it someday a video of its own to explain to you exactly what you ought to consider if you want to take advantage of capital appreciation when buying an apartment. So off-plan stage, let's say you bought this apartment at 8 million, of course, and you have done your good market research. You have gotten a good project. It appreciates after 2 years. We have 10 million here. So the capital appreciation from here to here is 2 million shillings. So the first kind of investment that you can enjoy on an apartment is now on taking advantage of the capital appreciation. But not every project that you buy off plan will give you a good capital appreciation. You have to be very considerate on some things so that you make sure that you have a good capital appreciation, which by itself we shall make a video of it in future so that you can be informed accordingly. For this issue of renting the apartment furnished or unfurnished, you have also to ensure that every project that you invest will give you what we call good return on investment, which I've already discussed in our previous video. This is part 1 of our video when it comes to buying an apartment. We have many videos coming up. We want to make sure that you are informed accordingly and you make the right choice when buying an apartment. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on TikTok. We are also on Facebook.